The following is a presentation of GT2 Entertainment, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, straight three called, looking at a fastball.
Fastball swung on and belted.
He got it with a swing and a miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
The pitch, fastball swung on and hit in the air to deep right field. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
Big hits, big stars. This is Country Fastball, powered by Earthlink. Here's your host, Robert Bwan.
Nick Swisher. And Nick, early in your rookie season, you were in a little bit of a slump at one point, and you got some advice on your swing from somebody you didn't really expect to get advice from, Kenny Chesney.
You know what? He said, it looks like you're having a little problems hitting with two strikes. And in the back,
told you that.
He told me that. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, all right, Kenny, you stick to the singing, and I'll deal with the hitting. But, he told me, he said, hey, I used to play a little bit back in high school. If you need some help, I'll take you in the cage right now and teach you a few things. And, it was funny because that night, I ended up in my first at bat. I hit a home run with two strikes, and it kind of got me back on the roll again.
Summertime is finally...
On Country Fastball, Billy Ray Cyrus joining us.
Yeah, as you know, I always thought I was going to be the next Johnny Bench, but when I was 19 years old, I traded in my catcher's mitt for a left-handed guitar because I felt my purpose was to make music. And not until 1992 in the spring did I have my catcher's mitt back on my hand, and when I did, I was behind the plate catching Nolan Ryan. And all of a sudden, you talk about your country fastball, I had a bruise on my hand that day. I mean, it popped out purple immediately. That boy could bring the heat.
So he didn't lay up on you or anything. He let you have it.
He brought it, country fastball, right down the pipe.
Beautiful. Jeff Francoeur from the Atlanta Braves, our guest. I've heard from guys in your clubhouse who are a country music fan, true?
I am probably the biggest country music fan on our team.
That would be saying something on this team because there are plenty of those.
Yes, but I am a die-hard country music guy.
You would be the captain of that team then?
I would be.
Brian McCann, Jeff Francoeur, he made a very big claim. He said, I'm probably the biggest country music fan in this clubhouse.
He doesn't even know the words to half the songs. He'll start singing it and won't know the actual words.
Jeff, he's a baseball player, but he's also an NFL fan. Are you a fantasy football guy then too?
Oh yeah, I'm in like 5 leagues, so I got crushed last year. I had a bad fantasy football league last year, except in one I made the semifinals. So this year I'm doing my research and looking forward to the drafts coming up.
You tie all your teams together, try to get one guy on all your teams or 3 guys, or you just mix it all up?
My big thing is I always try to draft different guys for 5 teams, and that way, come middle of the season, you got 2 or 3 teams that are right in it, and then you put full focus into those teams and try to win one league, Give up a couple leagues to get a couple.
Some guys are only in one league. They're losers.
Yeah, they really are. If you're only in one fantasy football league, you're missing out on Sundays.
What I love about Sunday.
Jim Leyland from the Detroit Tigers. It's been told that you would be a willing participant in karaoke. True?
Oh, I've done that several times, but that was normally in my drinking days. I don't drink anymore, so I used to sing once in a while for the guys. In a karaoke situation, a couple martinis. I've been known to get up there, but those days are long, long gone.
So there hasn't been any aspirations of being a professional singer in life, and it couldn't be a second career for you?
Oh, at one time I definitely wanted to do that, but I smoke so much now that my voice, I can't hit the high notes anymore. I mean, believe it or not, I used to sing weddings for people, and my voice sounds deep and raspy now, but at one time I could go from a very low baritone type to a second tenor if I wanted to. I've been known to have a couple pops in this to get up there. Normally don't embarrass myself, but I'm not near as good as I used to be.
I ain't as good as I once was.
From the Washington Nationals, one of our favorite guys back on the program, Adam Roach, joining us. Probably the best guy to explain the whole Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan connection. It's almost like you guys all got big league at the same time.
That's exactly what it feels like. I met Jason in Atlanta. He came out to sing the national anthem one day, and Luke Bryan shows up in Atlanta. Start hanging out with him a little bit. We travel with those guys all winter and go hunt as much as we can. And we do make them bring their guitars and come play a little campfire concert for us once in a while.
Somebody's got to do the work around there, right?
There you go. That's right.
Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party.
Visiting with Josh Johnson from the Florida Marlins. Tell us about Heidi. How'd you guys meet?
We met in Vegas. I was just out there with one of my buddies right after I got called up to the big leagues, and she was there with a couple of her friends, and we met and were married 10 months later.
That's living. So, I mean, it sounds like it could be like some script in a movie or something along those lines. I mean, it's some kind of swanky ultra lounge type of scene, and you saw her and it all worked out?
Yeah, it did. And when she walked in, I said, I'm going to marry that girl, and I ended up marrying her. So stuck to my word, I guess.
Wow. Yeah, everybody should be as lucky as that.
Yeah, I guess it was easy for me. I don't know. It's usually not easy for everybody else.
I wanna kiss a girl.
From the Texas Rangers, it's Josh Hamilton joining us. And
I was Spider-Man.
You were Spider-Man?
Until the costume ripped, then I had to shut it down.
So how did you decide this one?
My girls picked it up.
Oh, they did. They picked it for you. All right. So then, was it too small or something?
Yeah,
it's one of those skin-tight things that you're supposed to be form-fitting in, I guess.
Yeah, it was a little too snug, and it busted in bad places, so we shut it down.
You seem like a versatile guy, but spandex doesn't seem to be one of the strengths I would pick for.
I look pretty good in spandex.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, stay hot.
My backside's my best side.
This is Taylor Swift, and you better batter up.
Hey, everybody, this is Garth Brooks, and catch Robert every week with the biggest country hits and baseball's biggest stars.
Hey, we're Montgomery Gentry. You're listening to Country Fastball. Up and a little bit outside.